Good evening. This is Kane Banko from Channel 3 News, and today we will be talking about drill news and how big it has gotten recently. And I'm going to be interviewing a newfound fame. It goes by the name of TY. So I'll just be asking a few questions. You know, how far he feels that he can take this, about his life before and after music. Yeah, that's about it. So, TY, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Hi guys, most of you probably know me. For those of you that don't know who I go by the name TY. I'm a local rapper from Luton, just trying to make it out. Get me?
So, I would like to start off by asking, how are you, sir? How have things been?
I'm alright. Got here. Happy. I'm here right now with you, Kaylin. Get me? Just want to really get to this.
I'm gonna start by asking the question that I'm sure everyone wants to know. Do you feel that the music that you make is suitable for radio?
I mean, when we talk about radio, radio it's there. I mean, most people that drive cars, because no one really literally we've got so much technology these days that no one goes home to listen to radios as much as they would back in the days, you know what I mean? However, all the music I make is on YouTube. It's another digital platform that just puts everything out there if it's public, you know what I mean? It's a public platform. So, with or without radio, if my music's not on radio, I don't mind to be on this car, because it's on YouTube, and YouTube is there for everyone. Because there's 5-year-olds that go on YouTube, 6-year-olds, you know what I mean? So, with or without radio, my music's still gonna be out there, and suitable, not suitable, my music's gonna be out there regardless. If it gets picked up by a radio, cool, why not?
Right, but correct me if I'm wrong, that most rappers, singers, the music that they make gets more recognition when it's played on the radio.
Sorry, do you wanna shed more light on that, please?
What I'm saying is, the rappers and the singers that come from the UK, let's take Stormzy or AJ Tracey for an example. Their music originated from YouTube. They first started putting their music on YouTube.
That's right.
People started knowing them, started getting a bit of fame. People started, listening to them. Then now they're making music that goes onto the radio, that is played at events, played at concerts, everything. So do you feel that that's where your music can go? Is that where you would like your music to go?
I mean, yeah, I'd love my music to go there, do you get what I mean? But right now, my music's at a certain point for a reason. That reason is because I feel like the government haven't heard what we have to say.
So are you telling me that you feel that the government aren't doing enough for you and your community and they should do more, or?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I feel like the government are not doing as much to stop or tackle, let's put it this way, they're not doing as much to tackle the violence that is done in the community right about now, do you know what I mean? Last night I was reading an article on Luton Today News saying a young boy got stabbed in Stopsley the other day, and the people who executed that murder got not sentenced, but they pleaded guilty, and while they were at court, they were laughing. And the mother of the victim felt heartbroken, and she also went and added on to say, no one ever had the privilege to call me mother, because that was her only son, do you know what I mean? It was her only child, and do you know what I mean?
I understand that, but whilst we're on that topic, you said that you are from Luton, and I've actually listened to some of your lyrics, and it does talk about knives, guns in quite a barbaric way. Do you feel that it fuels gang violence around Luton? Because I know that all of these crimes, murders, killings, everything that's happening inside Luton you are from Luton and you're talking about this. So is there any correlation? Which is so I'm sure everyone wants to know. Like,
I mean, if we're talking gang violence has always been there. Do you get what I mean? Drill music is something new, but gang violence, however, has been there from long time ago. Do you get what I mean? So if we bring that back, if we track how many years ago gang violence started, you trace it back into like the the 2000s. Do you get what I mean? We're in 2018 right now. Do you get what I mean? Like, my music is just a reflection of what I've witnessed growing up, what I've seen and happen on the roads. Do you get what I mean? What happens on a day to day. That's why I make the music I make with certain kinds of gestures, certain type of language. Do you get what I mean? It's not that I participate in certain things. It's what I see, I speak about.
so are you telling me that the music that you are talking about, the events that are happening in your music, is it your reality or are you portraying another person's reality?
I portray not another person's, I portray another reality.
Right. So it's not yours, but it's not somebody else's.
It is other people.
So it's yours and other people's reality.
It's how I grew up and what I still see today.
So are you still active in the in the crimes that are happening in Luton?
No, I'm not.
Right. I wanted to know, so I know you make drill music, you've always made drill music, but obviously you're getting some fame, some recognition. I'm not sure whether labels are picking you up or not, but would you ever consider going on to a different genre? Like, I know Afro swing has really had a lot of recognition over the recent years. I know rap, all of that. Would you ever consider, maybe getting away from the violent stuff and moving on to more commercial music?
That's the whole point of it. Once I feel like I've gotten that recognition from certain people in the legislation, then yes, I will consider doing other genres. Right now I'm working on some Afrobeat music with certain artists. Like, I've got Young Bane on the track and I've got Afrobeat bad rappers.
Right. Because I actually know of Young Bane. Young Bane did start making, he started with, music that talked about illegitimate things. We don't really need to get into it, but let's just say illegitimate things, and now he's one of the most well-known and well-respected rappers / Afrobeats artists in the world. He's up there with the likes of Wizkid, Notes. People really know him. He's doing shows. He's performing at Wilder. So is that where you would like to be?
That is exactly the plan. I call my plan the big plan, because I start off little, finish big.
Right. Where did you get the name TY from?
I mean, my name's Tyrone, if you lot didn't know that. Tyrone, the first two letters of Tyrone's TY, and my last name starts with a Y. So if you put two and two together, Tyrone Yilmaz and Tyrone are both TY either way. So the first two of my normal name, Tyrone, and the initials of my first name and my last name, Tyrone Yilmaz. So that's how I got TY.
Believe me, I do respect, your decisions and how you've grown up a lot from when you first started to make music. But what I really don't seem to understand is, like, if you want to go far with your music, why do you make the music you do? Because, like, if a family, let's say, are driving to, I don't know, a family function or family party to go and see someone, and, there's a mum and dad in a car, and there's young children, let's say the likes of 8 years old, they don't really know what's happening around them. They all they know is to go to school, come and watch Toy Story, things like that. But if they're in a car and they say they want to listen to the radio, they want to listen to some music, the mum puts on music, and it's your music that viciously talks about stabbing, killing, shootings, and everything. Like that's horrific. That's gonna scar them for life. I would like to know what your views are on that. Like, what do you think?
Well, my views on that are, well, the parents obviously know what's going on in the community, right about what's going on now, so they know what's happening on a daily basis. They should watch the news, and how I see it is they should educate their kids. So my music, like I said earlier, and a few questions back, what I said was, the music I make it portrays other people's, how I see certain things. Do you get what I mean? So how I grew up is what I talk about. What I witnessed while I was growing up is what I speak about. When I was growing up, there was lots of, there was quite an amount of violent things going on in the society, in the community, that there was so much violence that took place while I was growing up, and I witnessed a few things. Do you get what I mean? Like, I used to go town and I used to see people run into shops and robbing things from stores like Poundland. Do you get what I mean? So growing up like that, that scarred me. But however, if a parent watches me, and if they listen to what exactly I'm saying, they would know how to educate their kids.
So do you feel that your music is educating children?
It is. It should.
So would you be interested in, going to schools, talking to young children, telling them not that this isn't the way they want to live, that this is what could happen, they could end up dead, in jail, like there's not many people out here who really have lived it and then have been able to explain that it's not the way that is all hyped up to be. It's not the correct way of living. The correct way of living is to abide by the law, to do good in your life. And would you be interested in, explaining to kids that that's not what should be happening?
100%. I'd love to. I don't want to see other people growing up scared, afraid. A few kids that I've come across, most of the time on the street, their parents don't really care about them. They don't grow up with both parents. Do you get what I mean? It's either their dad's gone, their mum's a single mother, and she's got other kids as well. Do you get, they've got siblings. So do you get what I mean? Like, that's how all of this starts off. That's how I see it anyway. So I saw this kid one time and he told me he said, I asked him, how's mum and dad? He was like, oh, his dad passed away when he was little. He didn't really get to know his dad. And I was like, wow. And I saw him doing something pretty illegitimate. So I stopped him after he had done that. And I was like, so what are you doing in doing this? And then he's gone, my mum's an addict. And my dad's passed away. So whatever I feel like I could do for two of my siblings, I'll do it. No matter what, as long as they're healthy and I'm healthy. My mum's an addict. She doesn't really care about us. And this was literally when I signed for Sony. So I took him to the shop in town. I took him to Foot Locker, JD, H&M and Trespass. But it was winter. I bought him and both his brother and sister some clothes, do you get what I mean? Just to try to help the youth. I don't want to see them grow up the way I grew up. I don't want to see them participate in violence and all that.
So do you think that, you're doing enough for the community? Because I know you said that the government aren't doing enough, but do you think that, we don't have to go into your wages from Sony or anything, but do you feel that now that you've been signed, you're earning a good amount of money to live off, do you feel that you're doing enough? Do you think that you have given back as much as as much as you should have, because I don't see any youth centres, community centres in Luton as much as they should be. I've seen one, and you've been signed for quite some time now, so I'm not sure what to say. Like I'm not seeing anything. I'm not like the government, although they should, be doing as much as they should, which I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying that they're not. But at the same time, are you doing enough?
I mean, I'm not doing enough. I know I'm not doing enough. I can feel it. I can do more, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying my best to do as much as I can for the community and for the youth. Right now, my pre-production and production team, my A&R team at work, they are drafting a few ideas for youth clubs, youth centres. I live in a big house, a big, I mean, when I say big, I mean big. I'm not trying to big anything up, but there's going to be a youth centre in my house where I live. Just to have the youth round, just play a few games with them, to make them feel loved, make them feel at home, provide for them whatever their parents couldn't do, or whatever their parents are trying to do. I'll get in contact with their parents, just see what I can do to just help with a few things here and there. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm not just going to bed every night a happy guy. Do you get what I mean? And there's things out there that I know I can help with, and I will help with. Do you get what I mean?
Right.
You're not seeing any progress right now because we're working. Trust me.
So what do you think about the genre that you make? Do you feel that you could, take it to a place it's never been before? Because drill music has been around for quite some time. I'm not necessarily in the UK, but it did originate in Chicago, America, and it's been around for, quite some time. So do you feel that you could take it to a new level? Do you feel that your talent is something that the scene has never seen before?
Well, I'm not gonna sit and boast about myself, but get me, it is what it is. I know my talent, I know what God's blessed me with.
Do you feel that you could win a major award like a Grammy or a BET award, or one of the big awards that people are really putting in a lot of work to try and win? Do you feel that you could take the drill scene there and you could potentially win one?
If I'm focused, for real, yes. No distractions.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Kana Banko from Channel 3 News. We have TY here. Would you like to say anything before you leave? Would you like to say anything?
You could follow me on Snapchat to see my day-to-day, what I get up to. Do you get what I mean? At Flacco.419. Don't watch the name. I created it when I was a little kid, and I still happen to use it because I've got my whole childhood on there. On Instagram, you can follow me at asap.ty, asap with 3 P's, .ty, and yeah, man. On Twitter, at tycrashdat, ty.crash, DAT, and yeah, man. That's all. Just get me.
Once again, thank you, sir.
Thank you.